you have to finish your
topics. Okay. So we're going to start with a story from Indiana today. This is so cool. A woman there named Jan Lynch, you've seen the picture, out of Evansville, passed away 2 weeks ago. Well, get this. Apparently she was a fun-loving gal. Her family put together what is being called an inspiring obituary. It was published in a local paper and it has now gone viral. It reads, "She loved her sons and grandchildren more than anything else in the world. Except the New England Patriots, the Boston Red Sox, Tom Brady, cold Budweiser, room temperature Budweiser, cigarettes, dogs, mopeds, and clam chowder."
Boy, this woman knew how to live.
She did. The family asked for well-wishers to write a note of farewell on a can of Bud and drink it in her honor.
She lived 75 years old.
Yeah.
Back in the 70s, apparently, this woman, she had 4 sons.
Yeah.
And back in the day, she went to college, she worked, and she raised her 4 sons. I mean, that's a lot of work.
Yeah, and it apparently sounds like she had fun doing it.
Apparently so.
I mean,
yes.
Wow. And what a nice way to honor their mom. That's, it's probably exactly what she would have wanted.
Exactly.
So that is cool.
You got to take a look at this video. Look at this from New Jersey. Some funny video out of there. Aladin spotted on his magic carpet. It's a New Jersey college kid. Skateboard crazy. He and the friend is riding on a skateboard too, apparently.
This
taking
is
this
so
video.
cool.
This is in New Brunswick, New Jersey. There you go, Aladin coming to life.
I love this. That is so creative. And definitely, I would do the double take if I was on the side of the road or in a car.
Oh
I'd be like, what?
Could you imagine though being on that?
No.
You know, it's crazy because I used to be a big roller coaster enthusiast, but I went to a theme park. It's probably been a 3 years ago now.
Yeah.
Man, it's like, okay, now that I'm a little older, it's like, okay.
I can't do it.
That's a little too much.
It's too much. I can't do it. Even skateboarding, I've never successfully gotten on there for more than 1 second. Because it always happens to be that thing where then it just flies out. So now I don't even try it. And I'm like, no, thank you.
I always loved rollerblading.
Oh, I love rollerblading.
But skateboarding, I don't know what it was. I could never get the hang of it.
Yeah.
I tried it one time. I fell on my butt, and I was like, all right, enough of that.
And yeah, that's something that definitely does not get easier with age. When you fall on your behind, it
definitely doesn't.
Don't. Okay, so a pop-up restaurant in Tokyo has launched a menu of morbid meals for a limited time. What's that mean exactly? They served last meals requested by famous death row inmates like John Wayne Gacy. Apparently, he ordered a bucket of KFC, French fries, a pound of strawberries, and fried shrimp. Well, this ended on October 28th, but received nothing but positive reviews. So basically what this is, they served they served that exact meal that John Wayne Gacy wanted.
Okay, did you just hear about the guy in your neck of the woods in Tennessee? He is on death row now. He requested his last meal. This was in the story in the paper today.
Yeah.
Pickled pig knuckles and pigtail. I'm not making that up. Guy in Tennessee apparently is on death row, and that's what he wants for his last meal.
Well, if I wanted to hasten death, I would eat that as well, because that sounds like death.
If you're gonna die, you might as well enjoy it. But I cannot. I've never tried that.
Anything like that? No. If it's
I don't think I could.
No.
This next story has been getting a lot of views online. Video of a cat strutting its stuff. This is on a catwalk.
Oh my God!
No, this is in Istanbul, Turkey. It happened during a fashion show. The cat makes its way onto the stage. People were loving it. Exactly. Starts grooming itself, playfully swiping at models. The cat said to have entered the show tent from a nearby garden. The fashion editor who shot this video said the cat stayed about 7 or 8 minutes, a longer turn on the catwalk than any of the actual models, but as I said, people in the audience were just eating it up.
That is so funny. Okay, because I was wondering, I'm like, whose cat is this? Someone backstage is getting fired. They're like, my assistant brought her cat today and let it out there.
Lucy, get back here.
That is so funny, the swiping. That is hysterical. A Virginia teenager's Snapchat post has landed him in some big trouble. A local pet store reported 2 of their ball pythons were missing. Well, a high school student posted videos of a steak on Snapchat around the same time. A ball python, just like the 2 that were missing from the store. According to a search warrant, the student admitted to stealing the snakes, admitted it to one of his peers, who reportedly actually brought one of the snakes to school. A witness told police the teen was planning to breed the pythons and sell their offspring.
They had a search warrant for this thing?
I guess. I mean, aren't these, I don't know much about snakes, but I think, aren't these pretty valuable, this exact kind?
Apparently so. And I mean, I'm
know.
just thinking, if you do something like this, what, you're going to post it online? you're going to let everybody know, hey,
It's
look
just
what I did.
Stupid. It's not like you found
Exactly.
$20 on the ground and you posted it. I mean, $20 is $20, but a ball python, come on, that's pretty
Come
rare.
on. Somebody's
Think
gonna
about it. Think about it. I heard a story the other day. I was listening to a podcast and they were talking about this boy and a girl were telling a funny story from their childhood, and they had, it wasn't a ball python, but it was some sort of snake that they kept at their house, and it got out of its cage. And it had gotten out before, and it always kind of came back, and they'd find it. Well, it got out, and they just assumed it got out of the house and was killed or something. It was gone for 2 years.
Oh my God.
Until one day they were in their living room, and their fireplace, which was a brick fireplace, so they were watching like a Christmas movie, and all of a sudden the daughter was like,
the snake was
fireplace is moving. Why is the fireplace moving? And the snake had apparently been living in, you know, the, I don't know, all in their house, but had camouflaged itself in the bricks that kind of matched its coloring until then. So 2 years went by. Yeah. And
so they were reunited.
Yeah, so
with
they were
their
happy
snake.
about it. If I saw a snake on my fireplace, I'd be dying, but it was their pet. They were like, oh,
It's
there he
we
is.
just had a story last week on Sunrise. This guy had a cat, like, it was like 6 or 7 years ago.
Yeah.
And kind of a sad story because he had cancer,
Yeah.
he wasn't doing well, and he wanted to get the cat for comfort. Well, 6 years went by. He's doing much better. He survived the cancer.
Good.
Somehow the cat comes back. I don't remember how they found it. It was a story we had just the other morning.
That's awesome.
And they're reunited. Somebody called him. I don't know if there was a chip or what
Yeah.
involved, but
Yes.
somebody called him. He went to see the cat. He's like, "That's my cat."
I love that
So-
in many stories like that, the pet recognizes the owner
Oh, yeah.
immediately, no matter how many years it's been.
Exactly.
And you can tell they recognize that owner as a member of their family. So, oh, that's a sweet
That is a
story.
cute story. Here's something you might recognize: M&M's.
Ooh.
Yep, they're getting into the holiday spirit. They released a new flavor, hot cocoa. It's described as a milk chocolate with white chocolate. Oh, see, I was loving it until the marshmallow. I'm just
yeah.
not much on marshmallow.
Yeah.
With milk chocolate with white chocolate marshmallow flavored center. It's going to be available this month at Target stores if you want to check it out.
Nice. I would try those. They sound good.
I would try it.
Yeah.
But like I said, I'm not much on marshmallows. So.
Oh man, I won't eat just marshmallows straight out of the bag, but I
No.
like them when they're melty, like on a s'more or in hot chocolate.
And that's why I might be willing to try.
Yeah.
Because who knows? Maybe I'd end up liking it.
Maybe it'd be your new thing.
Nice.
Okay, Bluebell Ice Cream has released a new flavor for the holidays, peppermint bark ice cream. It's mint ice cream with white and dark chocolate chunks and white chocolate that contains crushed peppermint candies. Now, what about this one? Would you try this?
You have to put me on the
Oh,
spot.
sorry.
Well, okay. I
thought you were gonna be like,
Hey,
yes.
listen, when Bluebell came back, I was
yeah.
like, oh man, I've been
All
eating
about
up.
it.
But I'm not much on peppermint. So I
Really?
wouldn't- but now, you give me any other Bluebell flavor.
Don't tell me you're like Lee and you're like, my favorite ice cream is vanilla. That's what he says,
No,
and I'm like,
I think
what?
chocolate's my favorite, but vanilla has to be a close second.
I mean, vanilla's good, but I'm like, come on. There's other fish in the sea. There's other ice creams on the shelf.
I think they have another flavor out too, the Christmas cookie flavor.
Oh,
I
that
think
sounds
I just
good.
read about that recently too.
They were on the show recently to talk about their pumpkin. They had a pumpkin spice one.
Oh yeah,
That was actually
that's
really
right.
good.
So they keep coming out with a lot of new
Yeah.
flavors like that. So that's fun.
It's good.
You went to France recently.
I did.
Miss Worldly. So you're gonna have to tell me if I'm pronouncing this right coming up.
Oh, no.
The world's most expensive perfume is coming to the U.S. It's a $1.5 million scent. Like I said, from France. All right, now here, see how I do here.
Okay.
It's called Le Monde sur Mesure.
That sounds good to me.
Okay.
I'm buying it. Well, not the perfume. I'm buying what you're selling.
Exactly. You're going to buy it for
Yeah.
over $1 million. Comes in a gold encrusted bottle. Bottles are, gee, thanks. They're personalized for buyers.
Yeah.
You pay $1.5 million. You
Yeah.
hope that. Apparently, only one bottle has been sold. It's going to be exhibited to a select guest list in Los Angeles. I'm guessing a bunch of celebrities next month.
Yes.
Can you even get a sample of what if you wanted just one little
Yeah.
sample?
How much is one spritz? Yeah, because
Exactly.
you don't want to buy a perfume without trying it and seeing if it works for you. But
have
it's
to-
so expensive. I wonder if they'd be like, oh no.
It'd be fun to break the math down on that and just see
How much one spritz
one
is?
spritz would be.
Yeah,
it would
that
be
would
like
be.
staggering.
Yeah, it's like, oh, just a $50,000 spritz there, my darling.
Smell me, I smell
You
like $50,000 right now. Yes.
You can only wear it for special events, like, I don't know, the coronation.
Right.
The next,
exactly.
I
I
don't-
mean, it's got to be a really special
Very
event for you
special.
to get that out.
Okay, so Oprah Winfrey is hitting the campaign trail, stumping for the Democratic candidate for the governor of Georgia, Stacey Abrams. Oprah is going to be knocking on doors apparently today and hosting 2 town halls in metro Atlanta with Stacey. Stacey is locked into what's expected to be a tight race with Republican candidate Brian Kemp. Now, if she wins, she would become the first black female elected governor in the United States. She's just one of the many celebrities we've seen turning out here at the last minute.
And a record number of women are running in the midterms this year.
Yes, that's exactly right.
Today was just talking about that today. So a lot of them out there.
Okay, those are today's hot topics. We got to take our first break, but stay with us. Coming up, we're in horse country, of course, and one of the biggest sales of the year is kicking off this weekend.
Between that and the Breeders' Cup, it is a busy weekend for the horse business. We are going to take you inside Face It Tipton's, their November sale. That's coming up next.